Hello everyone, it's Christine here and I'm back for our stitch along, and we're going to be doing another version of split stitch, this time split back stitch. So I'm going to pop myself through here on this line, and if you don't have a line in your fabric like I do, I suggest you draw one for yourself. And then I'm going to go backwards for one step and then forwards for one step. And luckily I've got the lines coming the other direction as well. And then I'm going to split my stitch as I go down into the fabric, as you can see there. So I'm going halfway along into the middle of that stitch, and then I'm going to pop out at one stitch ahead. So I'll show you the stab stitch method of this stitch first. So segmenting that stitch that has been created behind halfway along, and then popping up one point ahead. So that's the stab method, stabbing into the stitch halfway along, going through to the back, making sure we don't get a knot in our wool, doing it using an Appleton type wool, popping up one stitch ahead and then coming back and splitting the previous stitch. So that's the stab method. When you want to do the other method, where you pass your needle through, you come into the stitch that you want to split, and then you take your needle forward one point and pop out at that point, oops, without looping your thread, and then you pull through that way, and you keep working your way along that way. This isn't my preferred way of stitching. As you can see, I'm a lot slower at it than I am at the stab stitch method. Particularly in the hoop, I find stab stitch works a lot better. So I'll go back to doing that method, but I just wanted to show you the other one anyway. So popping out one step ahead, coming back and just get my thread down below, splitting the previous stitch and then popping out one point ahead, and then splitting the previous stitch, keeping the thread down below and popping out. So it's different to the regular split stitch we did yesterday, because in that one you split the thread as you come up through the fabric. In this one you're splitting the thread as you go down through the fabric. Oops, I've got a little knot there. Let me get that sorted before we continue on our way. If I can, yep, fixed it. It's always good if you notice a knot before you get too far along, because you can then fix it. So splitting the stitch and then popping up one stitch along, going back and trying not to hit the camera. Just come back from the park with Travis the dog. Had a lovely time. He played with the other dogs, which was nice. Sometimes he just wants to go around and have sniffs, just kind of ignores the other dogs. I think as they get older they get a bit more sort of self-contained. So coming back and putting in the split stitch, and then going forward. So we'll just keep doing this to the end of the line. You can use wools for this. You want something decently thick enough that you are able to actually split the stitch. So something really thin wouldn't work so well. So coming back, splitting the stitch. I think I'm a whole week ahead on my videos now, which is good. Quite a few recorded last night and today. I'll make sure I stay on camera. That's always helpful, isn't it? When you're watching a video, that you can actually see what the person on the video is doing. Just splitting that stitch, coming forward, and coming back and splitting that stitch again. And then coming forward again, and coming forward again, and back to split the stitch. And I think I'll do maybe one more. Oops, just got a little notch. Let's just loosen that again, and then coming forward and coming back to split that stitch. And I think that will be fine. So there you go. That is the split stitch, which gives you a really lovely little finish. And yeah, that's the split back stitch, and that was the regular split stitch there. And tomorrow we're moving on to Sprat's head. Thanks so much for watching. Take care, everyone. Bye.